This is my TouchPad gesture recorder. It's a one-to-many mapping device that's designed to extend human control over a digital environment. So when the cursor here gets closer to the center of a node, it'll turn up that object. So as soon as it comes in the circle, it'll affect that particular parameter. And when it gets to the center, it'll turn that parameter fully up. In this way, unlike my other mapping patches, it allows me to control parameters individually, as or 2 or 3 parameters at a time, depending on where the node is. For example, if it's here, it'll just affect the first parameter. If I move it up to here, you'll see it's actually affecting 2 and 1, as it's in both node objects. Whereas over here, it'll actually also affect parameter 5. The device also incorporates indirect control, so it's possible to bounce the node object around, and you can change the rate of it here by, say, 10, it'll be faster. Or if you want very slow, you can turn it up. There's also gesture recording in this device, so if I turn the tracking on, I can record a gesture. Unlike my other devices, recording begins as soon as I put down my foot on the soft step, and as soon as I take my foot off the soft step, it will stop recording and loop. I can show you how I use the device now. I mainly use it to control audio effects, parameters, send returns, or synthesizer parameters. So at the moment I have it mapped up to 4 send returns on a MIDI guitar track, as well as the parameters of 1 synthesizer here. So first I'll just show you the XY control using the soft step. So this is the manual control. I can move it around the grid by moving my foot with this XY sensitive pads. Then using another pad, I can turn on the bounce feature for indirect control. And then one pad I can turn on gesture recording. So I'll turn on the tracking. As soon as I put my foot down, it'll start recording. I'll take my foot off and it'll start looping. I haven't actually visualized this in the software, but you can see the parameters are actually moving here on the MIDI guitar track and in the operator synth over on the right. If I want to record a new gesture, I just click again, take my foot off, and that's just recorded. If I don't want the gesture recording to affect the signal, I'll just turn off the tracking. One last interesting thing about this device is it's designed to require touch for sound to occur, as generally, as soon as I take my foot off the XY, it will revert back to a predefined state. And normally I'll have this set up where there's no objects in the very middle, so it won't actually affect any of the parameters as soon as I revert. This is useful for transparency, as it won't modulate any of the parameters unless I'm actually touching and interacting with the soft step.